If it isn't super obvious that I just got up, it should be. Hey Justice, it's Thursday, and I'm recording this early because I'd rather not forget to record this today. So I have the day off today. I just got up. It's 10:30. I've been up since 7:30 technically, but I didn't get out of bed until just now because I was like, I don't have to, and I don't want to, so I'm not going to. That and I was up late last night because work. I did case night last night, and I got done early, and then I realized, I'm not sure, I might be wrong, I might not have messed up, but I think I messed up on the case, and I'll have to tell Catherine and them I'm sorry if they realize it. I'm going to kind of keep it quiet until they ask, and then I'll be like, yeah, I realized just as I was clocking out that I messed up, and by the time I realized, I had 20 minutes left of my shift, and I didn't necessarily want to waste the time to take everything apart and put it all back together again, because that would have taken more than 20 minutes. So I just clocked out. Then I was trying to save hours because we were over hours at work. Anyway, speaking of it, this entire video is going to be about work because I haven't talked to you about this stuff on Discord or even in call or anything, and I kind of want to mention something to you that I haven't actually brought up before in video. So today is going to be one of those days. Anyway, so the school semester just started up again, and we don't have anybody in our we don't have anybody that's on our team currently that is actually a high school or college student. So we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. We don't have to worry about anybody worrying about classes. We don't have any of that. However, nearly everybody on our roster that isn't a full-timer has 2 jobs, aside from me and Julie. I think those are the only 2. There might be others, but for the most part, the 2 that I'm aware of that don't have 2 jobs are me and Julie. So, Liz just recently got a second job. Mary has a second job. Lori's always had a second job. We hired 2 new people in. One of them's already quit. And everything else, Nia recently left. Like, most of the people on our roster are either, like, they either work here and can work whatever hours they need to, or they have a second job and therefore they can't. Most of the people can't work extra hours outside of the time that they're given. And because of that, when it comes to holidays and vacations and everything like that, we are super tight right now. We keep getting over hours every week, despite the fact that Corlin's trying to keep us relatively, streamlined in our work process and everything. And it's been relatively frustrating recently because no matter what happens, it seems as if it's a losing battle. We're either scheduled incorrectly or we're scheduled where it's just we don't have enough people. And Corlin's been trying to fix that by hiring new people in. But like I said, one of them recently left, so it's been one of those things. And I haven't talked about this to anybody because I don't really want to mention how stressed I am about it. Like, it's not that bad because I don't have school right now. I'm just trying to pay off bills. And whatever I can pay off from now until Josh graduates, the better. Whatever it is. However, it's just been kind of really frustrating to have it to where I come in at 5 o'clock, I leave at 11, and we're swamped. And nobody's coming in until 12. It's frustrating to come in at 5 o'clock, leave at 11, and have somebody mention, oh, yeah, well, what are we going to do now that we have this leave? Or have it to where I leave, and on one of the days that we don't need 2 people to come in, we have 2 people come in. And I haven't mentioned this to anybody because, like I said, it's been stressful, but I haven't really wanted to talk about work stress. But after our recent discussions, I felt like it was a wise idea to talk about work stress because I've been bottling it up. I haven't talked about real life stuff that's been going on that's been stressing me out. Josh is stressed about the bar exam because it's his last year and he's studying for it. And obviously that's going to cause a lot of pressure on him because if he doesn't pass his exam, he isn't going to be able to practice as a lawyer. And he's really stressed about that. We got into a kind of not an argument, but kind of an argument about it on Monday night before we walked into our D&D game. And I talked about this briefly, but I had a headache and I wasn't really wanting to talk about it too heavily, but we lost 2 of our party members. We lost our captain and Josh's character on Monday. and most of us are pretty salty about that because the encounter wasn't probably supposed to be that bad. I did pretty much all the damage to the creature. I hate playing tanks. I've come to this conclusion. I don't like playing fighter characters. I don't like playing characters that are tanks because it just causes problems. But yeah, that's been my week. I'm going to leave you to it. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. I know that you'll be giving me updates. The hurricane pretty much is missing you completely. And I will see you on Monday.